What's up, everybody? This is D from Brooklyn, and today I'm gonna possibly switch out the current LEDs that are on the Super Cube with this high-tech looking LED fixture. So come follow me, chill a while, and let's take a look at this device.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, but.
So currently I am running two really flat and really kind of sleek LED units. I don't want to bash any company, but they've been doing a pretty good job at lighting the Super Cube. I got pothos growing straight up out of the tank, but pothos grows really easily, and it's starting to block some of the light because it's growing directly up to the LED fixtures, and it gives me kind of a narrow lighting of this tank. The tank is 30 inches deep. So I have crypts and things that are really close to the bottom, and it's really hard for the light to penetrate from the sides down and to cover this tank in a full, type of way. So I've been looking at some fixtures on YouTube and looking at some stuff on Amazon and online and trying to get an idea of what will light this tank without having to break the budget, put 50 lights on top of it, and try to do it in an energy efficient fashion. So this is what I found. My friends. Let's take a look at it. This is a really kind of innovative and high-tech replacement for a regular light bulb, and it's filled with high spectrum LED bulbs. Now the unique thing about it is these open up. Each four of these panels contains about 20 or more LEDs, so you can put all four out in this manner, and you have like a kind of like a ceiling fixture that will illuminate your tank, and it runs on a regular light bulb. So now if you look at the specs on this, hopefully you can see that it is actually a 6500K rather bulb that gives you the output of 60 watts without using so much energy. And as you know, if you grow plants, or for those of you that have kept planted tanks, that 6500K is what we're always striving to achieve in the tank. And the fact that I can get a good spectrum and get a good range of output, a good coverage, I'm hoping that this will really do the trick in illuminating the tank, because while the tank is doing pretty well, the plants on the bottom are really kind of struggling because they don't get that much light. And I just thought that this was really cool. One of those things, if I can remember the manufacturer, I will put it in the description below. But for the most part, let me clean the top of the tank and get this baby in place and see what we're working with. So once again, here's the tank. As you know or may not know, if you are a subscriber to the channel, you will know that I am currently integrating all of my equipment onto the smart home system so that I can monitor and control everything from my devices, whether I'm home or not. So I'm striving to get everything energy efficient and achieve the greatest output while utilizing the least electricity as possible. So let me get into the frame here. Disconnect. I'm gonna take one out, take two out. Now what I've had to do, so you can see me, what I've had to do is get a modified lamp socket, which you can get at Home Depot. These run about 15 bucks. Get a good one, heavy gauge, and they're basically a lamp receptacle. They have the regular push button on off switch. You can get some with the inline on off switch, but since I have my Wi-Fi and my smart home controlling it, I won't have to use this. So basically we're going to open this up, expose that like so. Hopefully you can see this really good, and it screws right on there. It's really cool when you look at it, kind of that helicopter effect. So Let's get this over the tank. Hopefully you can see that. Get this baby plugged in here. Now, let me switch that on. Whoa, holy crap. Woo, that is bright. I don't know if you can see this. Let me get behind the camera. That is incredibly bright and shines all the way down to the base of the tank. I mean, it is bright. It might even be too bright. It is very bright. I'm going to bring in for a closer look. Even the camera is having a hard time focusing. Basically, what I'll have to do is probably hang this. I'll just hang this so that you get coverage, but look at that. Now, I still have the old LEDs on there, so it's actually blocking some spaces here. But if you move that out the way, move this out the way like that, put those on the side, that is very bright. It is bright all the way down here where you can see my little cryptic corner trying to rebloom over there. I'm hoping that this will really provide the lighting that the plants need. You can see my chain sword that I brought in from the pond. These are used to getting a lot of light. So when you bring the plants in from outside, or even if you buy certain plants online, most of these plant farms start the plants outside. So when you bring them inside and put them under aquarium light, they go through a die-off and then a regrowth phase, which is always kind of discerning to especially new hobbyists because they think the plant's dying, but it utilizes that adjustment period to regrow new leaves. And this is very bright, so I got a little bit of high hopes for this. Even if I hang it a little bit above, the only thing that I do see is it may cast a lot of light into the room, so I may just put a shade or something over it so that I'm not getting all the residual light from the top. Let me turn off the camera light here so you can really see. That is really strong, man. The whole room is lit up. It might be too bright. Too bright. The whole room is lit up. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I won't even have to turn lights on down here if I have that on, but I'll probably get a lampshade or something to affix to this to control the ambient light in the room. But that is very, very bright. And as you know, LEDs don't get hot. These are kind of warm though to the touch, and I just turned it on, but I can feel them venting. They have like a light exhaust type of thing up here. But yeah, this is pretty bright, pretty bright. So yeah, I would say yeah, buddy, to these LEDs. Really nice and cheap. This unit here was only about 20 bucks. And you can use these to actually replace like chandelier lights, or if you have hanging lights in your house, that's what it's made for. It's to replace those lights, and they give you a lot of light in your room. But since it's a 6500K bulb, I'm hoping that this will really kick my bottom plants into overdrive. And I'm going to be cutting this pothos because pothos will completely take over if you don't keep it under control. So yeah, I'm glad you guys were here for this unveiling of this LED light. Once again, I forget the manufacturer. If I can find it, it should be in my shopping cart because I just bought it. So I can pull up the specs and share it with you guys. It's really cool, man, really cool. The hardest part was just wiring this thing. You can get them pre-wired. I wired it because I was gonna do a custom hanging thing, which I didn't do, which you know, we're all over the place. So really cool, man. Excellent fixture. I would give this a D's thumbs up. Leave your comments below if you've used anything like this, or if you have any questions. I'm going to let this run for a while. I'm going to give it about a week just to see how the plants react to it. They may Actually, this may actually be too strong. It may start growing algae in here because it's a really strong light. You can see even on my rock structure, I get a little bit of algae because I spray it. I sprayed a rock to keep it from drying out and creating like a powder. And I spray my leaves so that the leaves don't do this. If they grow too close to light, your leaves will burn. So I'm going to watch for that, like leaf burn, while I run this. So click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Love, peace, and hair grease. Thank you for watching, people, and I'm out.